Hey guys, good morning. It's Jamie Miles, your crafty DIY guy, and I am back. You may remember a couple days ago, maybe a week or so ago, I teased about a fall mantle makeover that I was working on. No peeking, don't peek, don't peek, don't peek, don't peek. Well, I wanted to finally reveal my mantle to you, and I'm calling it my secret garden, my secret pumpkin garden makeover. Now, I love fall, everything about fall. My favorite colors happen to be burgundy, navy. I love metals, I love wood tones. And don't get me wrong, I love orange and I love yellow and I love all of those other fall colors that come with it. But for me, I wanted to be able to decorate my space and coordinate everything to go with my current kind of color combo, really, and still incorporate some of those favorite things about fall that I love so much. Now, you may remember I bought some different pumpkins from Dollar Tree. I'm gonna drop them. And I personalized some of them. And then some of them I bought just the way they were, like this burlap one, for example. This was burlap, it's in the store. I bought it just like that, didn't have to do a thing to it. Freaking love it. Now, the next one was a white one. I also bought this one just as is. Didn't have to do anything of it. Great. Or didn't have to do anything with it. Now the next ones I had were more personalized. This was a white pumpkin that I spray painted this kind of a navy color. Now what I did though, and I learned it the hard way by doing this pumpkin, this is one of those white clip-on pumpkins that you see that come like 3 to a strip. When you don't coat these with chalk paint or something to protect them before you spray paint them, this is what happens. You get worms. It looks like worms anyway, right? So what I did was, after this guy was painted, and I kind of learned the hard way, I went ahead and put a thin layer of chalk paint on each one of the pumpkins that I was going to paint. And I did this not only for these smaller ones and the little ones, the little clip-on ones, but I also did it for the larger orange pumpkins. So, who wants to see the makeover? Who wants to see? I know you can see a little bit behind me. Ooh. Okay guys, this is my secret garden pumpkin fall makeover. Now I'm gonna walk you through kind of my process and what I like when doing a mantle. Now it doesn't have to be this way. There's certainly lots of different ways that you can do a mantle, but for me personally, I like to always have a focal point in the middle. Now this painting is an acrylic pour that I did myself. I did it with my friend Alicia, and it incorporates all of my favorite colors, which also incorporate all of my favorite colors on my mantle. So it kind of worked out perfectly. What I usually do is larger focal point in the middle, and then I have kind of work my way kind of like this, really, whenever I'm doing a mantle, because I want it to kind of flow. I want it to start small, and then kind of work its way up, and then back down, so you see the focal point, and then kind of back up and transitioning on. Now, let's walk through the individual pieces of the mantle, and I'll show you some of my personal favorite things and why I love it so much. First, I start with some accent colors. Now, the pumpkins, this is one of the orange pumpkins that have the little stem, the orange carvables. Once again, thin coat of chalk paint, because if you don't, that's what happens. Thin coat of chalk paint, and then for these, all of these actually, I went ahead and created kind of a custom stem on it, and I cut a piece of ivy vine and then just a piece of the wood stem and just used that. And I had to do that because this is one of the ones I spray painted first before doing the chalk paint coat, and the little stem melted away. So I had to improvise, right? Because I didn't want to go back to Dollar Tree again. Now, let's start with this side. So I incorporated some wooden spools that I ended up getting from a thrift store in town. I think I paid $3 each for them, and they're just a great way to not only elevate candles, but also to elevate some of the pumpkins. Old books. Old books are my favorite. I think bookstores are dying, and it's making me sad. I love the smell of old books, and this was a dictionary actually that I had when I was a kid. And so I've got that, and then just some other old books, once again surrounded by a kind of a combination of some of these battery operated votives. Now these are not from Dollar Tree, these are from a restaurant supply company, My ex used to work for a restaurant supply company, and I was given like a big set of these. I have like 24 of them, and they just sit in a charger and recharge. So if you can get your hands on those, definitely do that. It's the best thing that my ex gave me, believe me. But anyway, and then I mixed in some vines that kind of trail throughout the whole space. Once again, the old books. This is a Dollar Tree candle holder with a Dollar Tree candle holder plate, just E6000 on top of it. Once again, some more pumpkins, some real candles, also from Dollar Tree. Of course, you want to be careful when you're dealing with a live fire of any kind. You could easily replace these with some of the battery operated candles as well. And then once again, this burgundy kind of being my focal point and kind of pulling in some of those colors that I have in here. The white pumpkins, because it kind of goes with my mantle. I just love the way it looks. Once again, kind of trailing on. And then I just realized I'm back. My empty candle holder right here is because that's where this burlap one goes. So, you know, it's just a great way to incorporate your candle holders can not only hold candles, but they can also hold some of your, in this case, some of the pumpkins. But you could really apply this to any kind of mantle makeover that you wanted to do. And then lastly, kind of incorporating some of those metal elements. These also pull in some of the colors from the painting. But also, if you think about a secret garden, there's usually some sort of, you know, some sort of, what am I trying to say here? Some sort of something that was left behind, whether it's an old building facade or maybe it's a chair that nature has just kind of taken over and grown over and viney. And that's kind of what I was trying to do here. Once again, kind of wanting to light these up, I have some of those battery operated candles in there. And then lastly, just kind of ending it with a bronze pumpkin. So that is my take on this Secret Garden fall mantle makeover. I hope you enjoyed it. Definitely subscribe, give me a thumbs up if you like it, and I hope to see you again soon. Thanks.